Nigeria is a country with a determination and an eagerness to build for the future. Modern methods and machinery to help reach this end are brought in from all parts of the world, particularly from Europe and the United Kingdom. Lagos, the federal capital, is built largely on an island 3 miles long by 1 mile wide. There has been a town here since the slave traders came in the 17th century. It is now the main port and commercial center of the country. Like other towns in Nigeria, Lagos is continually rebuilding to keep pace with modern demands for better living accommodation, more factory and office space. The buildings are as modern as any you will see in any big city, but the open-air markets change hardly at all. You can do nearly all your shopping here and enjoy a bargain over the price, something you can't do in the large department stores. Alongside the old is the new. On cleared sites in the city center grow skyscraper office blocks 25 stories high. A.G. Leventis, one of the large trading companies who have a thriving business in West Africa, incorporate a tractor division. The machines are sent out already assembled and are not only for agricultural use. This one, in use at Ikeja Airport, a few miles outside Lagos, has been working now for 20 years and is still going strong. If you fly from Lagos to Accra, the capital of Ghana, you fly over Tema, a completely new harbor. There was nothing here at all in 1954. Now, it is Ghana's largest port. All the heavy haulage is done by tractor and trailer, the most convenient way to ensure a quick turnaround. From this ship, they are unloading cement. It's in the usual 100-weight bags, and each tractor is pulling a load of 16 tons. One of the busiest roads in Accra is Kwame Nkrumah Avenue, and here the Motors Division of the Ghana National Trading Corporation has its showrooms and workshops. But although West Africa is rapidly becoming industrialized, large areas in the south will always be bush. 80% of the population lives from farming, and crops such as groundnuts, cocoa, palm oil, and cotton account for 90% of the country's income from abroad. The farms have to be hacked out of the bush. Without machinery, it is a long and arduous business of burning, clearing, and digging, with the only implements in general use a matchet and a hoe. Back in Nigeria, this area of bush near Lagos has grown up thickly after a previous clearance, and the first thing to do is to get rid of the vegetation. This machine, a hurricane harvester, is used throughout the world on conventional farming work, such as silage and haymaking, potato topping, kale harvesting, maize harvesting, and pasture rejuvenation. In fact, it will cut or chop most things. When the ground has been reasonably cleared, it can be ploughed. And at the government farm at Ilora, 150 miles inland, an agricultural officer who has been trained in the United Kingdom instructs students in the use of a disc plough. In Africa, as in the Middle East and the Far East, this plough has proved its ability to penetrate in any conditions and maintain a true course, however rough the ground. It couples up to the tractor's three-point linkage, just like any other plough. There are now quite a number of agricultural stations and colleges where new methods are taught and experiments on crop rearing and animal husbandry are carried out. They use machinery extensively. But the usual farm is a small one-man affair, where sufficient is grown for the family's own needs and a bit over to sell in the market. Recently, with government encouragement, several larger cooperative ventures have started where the increased area of land available will make machinery a worthwhile investment. There aren't so many trees up here. It's north of the palm forest zone. Further north still, you get savanna, because Nigeria reaches almost up to the Sahara Desert. This is the same piece of land you saw being cleared by the harvester earlier on. It has now been ploughed, and the remaining roots and debris are being cleared up with a cultivator. It is perhaps a somewhat unconventional use, but in this case, it is doing just what is needed. The final cultivation is carried out with a rotary tiller. This is a simple implement carried on the tractor's three-point linkage, which combines the action of the disc harrow and the tine cultivator. It reduces final cultivation to a single operation after ploughing and trash clearance. The result is a satisfactory seed bed. 3 months later, there is a crop of maize on this land, a crop helped to fruition by nature and by machinery. In agriculture and in many varied industrial uses, tractors are helping to bring prosperity and a higher standard of living to the people on Africa's west coast.